Hey, everyone out there. Listen, we got another interview here. Sharnella Clark. She is awesome. I see her every time I come here to this Michigan REIA meetup event every single month out here in Troy, Michigan. But one thing that she's actually come out with, I think is very helpful, is actually a book that she's helped a lot of different people out there. And I think it's going to help out a lot more people for financial education. Mm-hmm. So I've always been about financial education because growing up, I haven't had much. Mm-hmm. And living here in Michigan, we don't, unless you're the ultra wealthy, you don't really get too much of it.
Yeah, we haven't.
So going to school, get a job, and work 40 hours a week, that's kind of what we've been taught.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that, Sharnella, I really am thankful for you to be coming on here and coming to Michigan REIA. Mm-hmm. So first tell me, how did you come about Michigan REIA?
Okay, so a friend of mine, I had gone to her anniversary, and there was a gentleman there who said that, you know, he was a millionaire and was a millionaire, and then he had lost a bit of his assets in the 2008-2009 crash. And I looked at him and I thought, wow, you know, where does he get his information from? Because at the time I was newly divorced. And you know, I knew about real estate, some things about real estate, but I knew that I needed further training. I needed to be around more people who were more knowledgeable than myself. Mm-hmm. So I talked to him and he said, hey, there's this REIA in Troy. And so I visited here for the first time at the end of 2021. And I was really blown away. I'm like, wow. I mean, it was, you know, there's so many people here with so much knowledge. Mm-hmm. And with the Saturday classes and everything, I thought, man, I really need to be a part of this. Oh, yeah. And so ever since that first meeting in 2021, I've been coming here ever since. And I'll tell you, Wendy Patton, John Kashnowski, those have been the two people that have really helped me the most. And any question that I asked about anything related to real estate, they would either tell me themselves or they'd say, hey, go speak to this person. But it was awesome.
That is awesome. That is great. And it's great to hear that we get so much value out of these meetups, these Michigan REIA, the Michigan REIA Association. The one thing that I like about this is it's not just a networking event. It's classes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting out here, getting to know people. We have vendors behind us over here. Yeah. Like, these are real companies doing real work. Yes, they're sponsoring to be in here and be in front of investors because they deal with investors. Exactly. So who do you want to go to for cabinets? Well, we got cabinet guys over there. Who do you want for insurance? We got an insurance person over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, the closing company. I've used the Legacy Title before. They're excellent.
Exactly. So knowing, like, okay, if I'm brand new to real estate and I just come in here, I want to get all these cards and I want to see where we can go from there. So what has helped you the most by coming here and since you've joined Michigan REIA, being a member?
Right. The networking is great. Like I said, overall, Wendy Patton has been a mentor, as well as John Kashnowski. But more than that, it's the networking. And I'm a private money lender. And so a lot of people, when they hear that, they flock to me, to the point where sometimes I don't even stand up and announce it because I'm like, man, I'm all out of funds.
Oh, man.
You never have enough
money. we gotta talk over here on my next project. All right.
Exactly.
So,
you know, and I'm always looking to build that next relationship, right? Because for me, I want long-term relationships. Okay. I'm the type of person that with an investor, I want you to be transparent with me, and I'll be transparent with you, and we work out the terms that's comfortable for the both of us.
Most definitely.
So yeah, I love the networking, and we have so many members here. I don't know, over 100 members?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's well over 100 members. So, you know,
I know it has to be over 100 members. I don't have the exact number, but my God, I see so many people come in here. And there are so many people that are members that don't come here.
Exactly.
Just because of the benefits of being a member.
Right.
The email blast that goes out. As a wholesaler, for example, they have an email blast that goes out and says properties available.
Exactly.
If I'm a member, I get to put my property on
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a huge. I think it's like 15,000 people on their email list.
Wow.
So
yeah.
I know it has to be over 100 people. So
Oh,
yeah,
it was well over 100.
yeah.
Maybe that's all
So
that shows
yeah,
up. But
right. So, but 100%, I agree with you. The
Yeah.
networking and the benefits that go
Mhm.
through here. Now, you do flips as well.
I do.
Or
I
buying
haven't.
homes.
I haven't done a flip in a while
Okay.
because I've been so busy. I was writing this book, and do you mind if I show
I
it?
don't mind at all. Let's do it.
It's called "Help a Fool Spend His Money." So in this book, I'm teaching people financial responsibility.
Okay.
I want people to understand that if you are in debt,
Okay.
I'll help you get out of debt.
Awesome.
You know, and then I'm going to help you save, and then I'm going to help you invest.
Okay.
In a little known thing called private money lending.
Okay.
Investing in the stock market wasn't for me. I don't like the highs and lows of the stock market.
Yep.
I don't like the fact that I don't have control of my investment. So I'm in total control, and with money lending, I make a lot of money. It's really fun too, because when
Wow.
I make a relationship or build a relationship with an investor, I say,
Mhm.
hey, I will loan you the money, but hey, I want to look at that property before you start
Yep.
renovating it. I want to go back in the middle process and see
Mhm.
it, and then I want to look at it, on the end process, because for me, I'm living vicariously through them because I'm not flipping anymore because I just haven't found the right opportunity yet.
Of course.
But I spent so much time writing this book, and now I'm starting to endorse my book.
Okay.
Mainly, I want to help the youth
Mhm.
before they start making the terrible financial mistakes that some of the people in my generation and before my generation have made. So this book is not just for people who are in debt, but it's also for people who say, you know what, I don't have any debt, but I just want to learn how to save. And then once I save that money, I want to learn what other investments are out there. So this is for people who have money too.
Right.
If you've got tens of thousands of dollars just sitting in the bank and it's not earning much, then you can give me a call or, send me a
100%. You can put that
email.
money to use.
Exactly. You can put that money to use and you can earn 12 to 15% on it. And this is
Yeah.
money you're making while you're sleeping, literally making money while you sleep.
And that is the goal for all of us.
Exactly.
Make money while you sleep. At least that's my goal. I don't know about you,
Exactly.
but that's my goal. I want to be sleeping and making money, just the
Exactly.
money coming into the bank account.
Yeah,
So,
you need several streams of income.
most definitely.
Ideally, that's what you need.
So with this book, what level of education do you need to know in this book? Do you need to have a financial degree to
No.
get through your book?
No. And I myself do not have a finance degree, but I take you through my journey because I was born into poverty, and I actually reached $1 million net worth twice. Once when I was married in 2018, got divorced, lost half, and then I made it all back. So this is an easy read. It's only about 140 pages.
Okay.
And as you can see in here, the font is very, user-friendly, eye-friendly, so it's not really small font. In this book, I didn't want to write a 200-page book.
Okay.
Because what's the point?
Right.
Just get right to the point, right?
Yeah.
People just want to know, okay, first of all, you start with a mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, you have the mindset that, okay, this is where I am today. Okay,
Yep.
So what? I'm in this situation, I'm in this predicament, but I can be where I want to be. If I first visualize it and then understand the
Yep.
steps, and I take you through the steps of what you need to do in order to get to where you want to be.
Most definitely. Now, how can we get this book?
Okay, you can go to my website, sharnellaclark.com, and I have the paperback book, I have the ebook, and the audiobook.
Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a link in the description wherever this video's at. If I'm editing this video, then I'll bring this up on the screen.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
As well, so you can see that.
Okay.
So we're going to send you. But one thing I'm going to give you a challenge because you have so much to tell, and you have so much work, and so much charisma and energy. I need you to start a YouTube channel.
You know what? I actually have. I was so nervous about it because when now I hadn't really started any social media, anything. It was just people that I know. Hey, why don't you want to read this book? And I sold well over 100 copies. And that was just in a couple of months. And that's because when someone would read the book, they would give me great reviews on it. And then they would come back and say, you know what, my son or my daughter needs this book, or my friends need this book, or some other relative.
Yeah.
And then the word was spread, hey, Sharnella wrote this book and it's awesome, you got to buy it.
Yes.
So my daughter said, Mom, you wrote this great book. How on earth are you going to get the message out there?
Yeah.
And I said, Jade, I don't like social media. I don't like being in front of the cameras. She says, well, how else are you going to, advertise?
Yep.
So I've started. I've got about 6 episodes out there, and it's called
Awesome.
Financial Fix with Sharnella.
Financial Fit.
Fix.
Fix? Okay.
Financial Fix.
Financial Fix.
With Sharnella.
With Sharnella.
Yes.
All right. We're
Yes.
going to link to that as well. And that's on YouTube, right?
Yes, it's on YouTube.
Okay. Now, what are all your other social media platforms? Are you
I
on
am
Instagram?
I'm on Facebook. Honestly, Instagram, I'm having some issues.
Okay.
Perhaps maybe someone who's more tech savvy can help me put some of my shorts, because I made some shorts, but I just don't know how to get it on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm kind of old school.
That's
and
all right.
Technology has just been quite a challenge.
I'll tell you what we do. We're going to help her out as much as possible.
Thank
I'm
you.
not. I don't pretend to know everything.
Yeah.
But I'm going through this as well. So
Okay.
we're doing our best here. We got about, at this time, right now, we got about 1,900 subscribers
Wow.
on YouTube.
Nice.
I'm falling behind on Instagram and TikTok and all of that,
Yeah.
but we're going to get up there. I
Okay.
promise you.
Wonderful.
So with that being said, I really do appreciate it. One other question. Have you taken any of the weekend classes?
I sure
here?
have.
Okay.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of classes.
Awesome.
And they've all been so informational. And again, it's another opportunity to network. It's just awesome being around people who have the same mindset that you have.
Yep.
And like I said before, Wendy, there's never been a time when I've asked a question that she didn't give me an answer.
Right.
If she didn't know, she would tell me, I don't know, but perhaps you might find the resource here.
Right.
And again, John Kashnowski, he's been excellent. Since I started
He's a great guy.
coming here, he
Yeah.
just took me under his wing. And I was a private money lender well before I started coming here, but I was doing things all wrong. I wasn't really protecting myself.
Okay.
I only had notes back then. I didn't know anything about a mortgage. And he's like, what? You're giving out tens of thousands of dollars and all you have is a note? And I'm like, oh, really? I need a mortgage? So, I mean, honestly, having someone teach you what you don't know is very important.
100%.
Very important.
In real estate, you can make money 15, 20, 50 different ways.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know the exact number because every time I turn around, there's a new way to make money in real estate.
Exactly.
Okay. So, with that, it's like you don't know everything, and you network with these people, you learn, and you learn as you go. And if you are watching this and you are and you're like, I just need more information before I start, I implore you to get your butt off the freaking couch.
Yeah.
Okay. Go out there, network, and get started.
Exactly.
Okay. If that means you have to partner up with somebody who knows more, do it.
Exactly. And I do recommend that, because in my book, I talk about mentorship. Because why make mistakes that you don't have to make?
Correct.
If you have someone else who's more knowledgeable, been down that road, they can show you where all the downturns are, or the mud puddles, so that you can jump over those mud puddles and keep going.
A lot of people, when they come to education and when it comes to buying a course or buying a mentorship or whatever the case is, they're like, well, it's too much money. I don't want to put a waste into it. I just say, why is that a waste? You are literally, their 30 years of experience, 15, however long, okay, all the mistakes that they made, they are now teaching you not to make.
Exactly.
So you get to jump the line. Okay.
And
you'll still make mistakes. You'll still make mistakes, but you'll learn from them. But you're not going to make the same mistakes as long as you listen.
Exactly.
Of course, you're not going to make those same mistakes that they made. You're going to make some different ones, and you're going to learn from those.
Right.
So
yeah, I definitely agree with that. And mentorships are worth it because, like you said, there's a lot of mistakes you won't have to make. So therefore, you'll learn the path that actually works. So
Yes.
you're going to have a streamlined, straight path to success, and you'll start making more money. And the only time anyone would question a mentorship fee is if they're really not interested. So
Right.
if you haven't fully made up your mind, then that's maybe why you think maybe the fee isn't worth it. But when you make up your mind that you no longer want to be in the financial position that you're in, then you will make that next step.
So I agree with you and disagree with you that they only question it when they haven't made up their mind. I agree with you on that, but they also question it when they only have $40 to their name and they're like, do I really put this out there? Is it really going to get, okay, what free stuff can I get around? Well, you're going to turn around and you're going to make all those mistakes that that other person made that you're trying to get a mentor from. And you know what? If I have to go do DoorDash for an afternoon to scrape up some money to do this, if I have to go do Uber for a weekend to help pay for a weekend, mentorship or a class or anything like that, I'm going to do that. So you need to be comfortable with that mentor, 100%. I know I grew up, I want to say lower middle class.
Me
grew,
too.
So I don't want to say poor because I wasn't living under a bridge. We had a roof. My parents, we had a roof over our head. We had everything. But one thing my parents told me, they said, listen, all these other kids that you're saying, because I would come home and be like, they have this, they have the Tommy Hilfiger, the FUBU. I grew up in the 90s, okay? So give me some grace, all right? So they have all these name brands. When we go school shopping, I want this, that. They're like,
No.
we're going thrift store shopping for whatever you just grew out of. Otherwise, you're wearing whatever you can still fit in. all
Exactly.
right? Because, and they used to tell, they're like, listen, the only thing we're required to do by law is give you 3 square meals a day, put a roof over your head. They don't have to be the best meals. They don't. And put clothes on your back.
Of course.
Of course.
But they don't have to be.
They don't have to be the
ones
best
you
clothes.
want.
They don't have to be the best roof, and it doesn't have to be the best food. So anything extra that you want, there's a shovel, there's a rake, there's a lawnmower. Go out and earn it yourself.
Exactly, and that's what I did. I used to shovel snow even as a girl.
Oh yeah,
I'd get my
that's what I did.
snow shovel out, and that was my spending money. But
so I really appreciate you coming here and interviewing with me. So again, let's show up the book here. Help a fool spend
his money.
His money. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to teach everyone how to help you spend your money wisely.
Awesome.
And if you don't mind, there was one other thing I wanted to mention. My daughter and I, she's not here tonight, but we're starting a clothing line.
All right.
And it's going to be motivational and inspirational. And I'm wearing one of the hoodies today.
Awesome.
And what it says is, your mind is a creative tool. Use it to free yourself from poverty. So if anyone wants to go take a look at some of the clothing that we have right now, the name of the website and the name of the business, motivationalexpressions.com.
Motivationalexpressions.com.
Correct.
All right.
Thank you
that
so
is
much.
Awesome.
I really appreciate it.
No problem. And then I can't wait to see more that comes out of you. And honestly, I can't wait to use you as a lender. So,
and you know what? You're a wholesaler. I wish you would bring me a deal.
Most definitely.
Man, I've been looking for a while, but I've been so busy with the businesses and everything. I think my fiance is going to have to take over the fixing and flipping side of things.
You know what? And that's one thing about me is I'm good with systems and processes, and I'm trying to help out other people with systems and processes.
Okay.
So,
nice.
So by all means, we can work together and help each other out.
Whoops.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. See you in the next interview.
Okay.